he single-handedly, out of 36 governors, picked Namadi Sambo to be his running mate. And this is more than 5 years since they started this journey. And with all the curiosity and rumor mongering in Nigerian media and so on, for the last 5 years, we have never heard that President Jonathan and Namadi Sambo had any disagreement. And therefore, we are most sincerely grateful to the President. And I don't want to take much of your time, but I recommend that President Jonathan is the type of person that we should support to continue to lead this country to the end of his tenure. This is because we, members of the NPN during the Second Republic, we conceived the idea of rotation and zoning so that every part of Nigeria will have the opportunity to produce the President of Nigeria. My experience is that all the crises in Nigeria emanate from the issue of transition at the center of the presidency. If we will give every section of this country opportunity to test this power, there will be peace forever in Nigeria. And I hope that the president will make sure that if he succeeded in getting his second term, he will make sure that the recommendation of the National Conference, which my good friend, General Olabode George, has just referred to, that the zoning and rotation should be entrenched in the Constitution so that it will continue to go around so that everybody will have the opportunity to test power in Nigeria. Should be implemented. Thank you very much. I'm grateful.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Malam Tanko Yakasai. Thank you very much, Your Royal Majesty, Mr. Chairman, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, I believe and I'm convinced that women are the salt of the world. But I want to crave your indulgence not to create so much spicy. Please, I want you to spice the program, but please don't make it too spicy. Thank you very much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this is a conversation and a media presentation of the candidate Goodluck Jonathan, GCFR. We're going to bring an intellectual dimension into this discourse today. And we have someone who's an intellectual giant. His name rings a loud bell in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He's an eminent professor. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring to the microphone Professor Dupe Olatunbosun. So please come forward to speak. He is the guest speaker at today's presentation. Let's keep clapping as he comes to the microphone, ladies and gentlemen.
His Royal Majesty Oba Kole Ojutalayo, Chief Olabode George. I'm not sure some of you know that Chief Olabode George started his politics in Akure in Ondo State. recognize all the distinguished members on the high table, the ambassadors, former governors and deputy governors, Senator Itagiwa, and others. Please allow me to state that I deeply appreciate the privilege and the opportunity to participate at this media presentation of candidate Jonathan. I feel greatly humbled, and I'm immensely grateful to Dr. Doyi Okupe for this wonderful arrangement. I have looked at the assignment given to me, and I said, now that the standard bearers of the two major political parties, PDP and APC, are known, one can compare the two gladiators for Nigerians to make their choice. Fortunately, the two presidential candidates have both taken over the leadership of this great country, Nigeria, at one time or the other. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present to you and focus attention first on the performance of candidate Jonathan as Mr. President, vis-a-vis that of General Buhari as head of state. Second, I intend to discuss on their personalities of the two individuals in relation to the highest office of the land which they wish to occupy. That is, the totality of the two individuals. Finally, I would like to round up with what the future portends under the leadership of either of the two gladiators. First, I would like to start with the President, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan. As we all know, when the President assumed office, he had a lot of challenges. He has been the most vilified leader, especially by the opposition, trying to wrest power from him. In addition, we also have the problem of security, insurgents, etc., which started in 2002, which was not of President Jonathan's own making. In addition, a few northern elites have been holding President Jonathan by the jugular because they want power to return to the north. Even from the time he was in the acting capacity as Mr. President, we all know that the agitation of the northern oligarchy to have power return to the north continues to be a major diversionary problem to Mr. President Jonathan. We also know that when General Buhari lost the election in 2011, he made a very inciting statement saying that he will make the country ungovernable for Mr. President. This is consistent with most of what is happening in the country today. However, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I wish to state very clearly that despite all these challenges, the administration of President Dr. Goodluck Jonathan has made considerable achievements, which includes Nigeria's phenomenal industrial revolution.